Hey guys, JH. Welcome to Practice Tee. This is my buddy.
Hello, mate.
This is my buddy Rod Kafer. Now Rod is about as big an enthusiast as you could possibly get as a golf junkie.
Sure.
He's an ex-Australian Wallabies player, great athlete, still, as you can see, still well put together for, how old are you?
47.
I think I did him an injustice when I was up there. I think I said he was sort of 50, but Rod is typical of someone who's physically strong, got a lot of innate speed, but can't invariably control that speed to his benefit. So and the reason Rod had the speed was because he was getting a lot of separation and a lot of arm flash and a lot of hand flash. So all we've done with Rod is we've eliminated the arm flash, the hand flash, and that comes about because, guys, these move very quickly. They're quick components. This is not a quick component. This doesn't move very fast. It can't move very fast. You know, the maximum speed you can move that most times is about 6 miles an hour. But these can move at varying rates of speed. And the separation and the uncoupling factor that you get creates the inconsistency of speed and the difficulty in applying that. So all Rod's done is we've done two things. We've got Rod closer to the golf ball. Show me a golf club. Rod was conventional in that he was set up where he had a lot of separation here, which, and as you can see now, he's a really stocky sort of guy, and in the laws of golf we call him the barrel-chested model. So he's a guy that doesn't want extension in his golf swing or too much width because he's got the big chest. So for him, the optimum way to swing a golf club is to connect up and use just the turning capabilities of that type of anatomy. Now, all we've done is we've got him closer to the ball. I said, Rod, you've got to stand closer to the ball. And he said, well, how can I do that? I said, well, the easiest way is to get that there creates distance from the ball. If you reduce that, we get closer straight away. Now, he's done that, guys. He's done that, and he's basically coupling up. He's basically trying to feel like this is super glue. What do you feel? Tell me what you feel.
Yeah, definitely. It's the feeling is trying to have that right elbow just glued to my body. It was something you said to me the other day when we were, doing some channel lock swings and some different stuff. And I've watched a lot of Lee Como stuff and Michael Broderick and chatted to those guys. And there's so much about what that right elbow does and how it glues to the rib cage. I find if I glue it to the rib cage, I just feel like I can turn through the ball. I'm not a good golfer. I'm a 14 handicapper, but
has the potential to be a very good golfer.
But it's just completely changed that tempo and that rhythm because I feel like I can't slap at the ball. All I can do is just turn around and turn back, and it goes. What's funny is it goes just as far. In fact, it hits better.
Oh, well, the quality
just as far. Than me having an absolute lash at it.
Well, the quality is higher.
Oh,
no question. The quality of strike, and well, Rod might mind me saying this, but Rod, when Rod used to practice, it just looked like a dozen landmines had gone off because his divots. He's so strong and he's so steep and so fast, and the divots were extraordinary. Now it's just a normal divot pattern guy. He has changed his path attack dramatically from here.
Yeah.
He used to be very V-shaped. Now he's U-shaped, almost elliptical in the shape. Now with that elbow, what we spoke about the other day was there was not only gluing here, but the action in the backswing, which is he doesn't do channel lock. He's got fewer things in there for channel lock, but not channel lock per se. But not only do we want this in here, the backswing move to get the club in a channel, even with a conventional golf swing, is that the elbow's got to go around the rib cage.
Yeah.
Comes back like the Mo Norman, like the lawnmower start. And when Rod does that, when he gets it in here, you don't just jam it on there, guys, and just pull it up like that because that'll make you super narrow. But if you could just do it like that, that just lets that trail shoulder go around, lets this arm activate itself naturally. And what it's done quite extraordinarily so is that it's changed his path, but his tempo. I mean, he had like when he gets on the monitor, when he lets out shaft, he's 122 mile an hour with the driver. So you can imagine the sort of speed that he can generate, and with his irons. I mean, he's got two like Jason Day type to a speed. But that's very hard to control. But what we've seen in the last, well, just today, is that he's almost, it's a metamorphosis. If I saw you practicing here today from a distance,
You'd think I was a good golfer, wouldn't you?
well, I just wouldn't think it was your tempo.
Yeah.
And guys, the hardest thing you'll ever do is change your innate tempo.
Yeah.
So having said all that and given him a big rap,
Jeez, here we go.
he's going to hit a couple of shots here, and I hope he doesn't hit the camera.
Pressure on.
I can't imagine that.
Yeah.
Now, okay, now just tell me. And the other thing, guys, the other thing that was really important is that he slowed down his application, his address protocol, the ball. Before it was really quick, agitated, and if you're quick and agitated, the backswing's going to be quick and agitated. So he's eliminated all of that, and he's very, very methodical now, aren't you?
Much more so. I'll go over that 160.
Okay. But the main thing is we just want to look at the tempo. Now guys, he can tell you all day that he's a 14 handicapper, but you've only got to look at that golf swing to know that's not a 14 handicap potential golf swing. And look at this divot. Before, you would be looking for the fuse for the mine, but now he's just bruising the grass. Now that's just laser-like. That hasn't. It's just ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just.
A couple of yards right. But
Just cannot, but again, we've taken his divot pattern from here, and see, now he's becoming discerning. He says, I've hit it a couple of yards right. Wouldn't all you guys like to be able to hit it within the tolerance of a couple of yards right? I mean, I'd like to be able to hit it a couple of yards right. But this is it, when you start to get in and you know what you can do, you've got to talk to yourself that way. Say, okay, well, I was aiming at the target, I should be able to hit it right on the flag. But, you know, from 170 metres out or something, you're not going to do that. But guys, the tempo here is just, well, we've got old Rod Kafer somewhere on the video with his old tempo somewhere.
long time ago.
Yeah. It's just stunning. I mean, it's a stunning metamorphosis. Now the other thing that we did, and we got fantastic result. Rod was like most rank and file players with the pitching. It was, you know, flappy tom, and all this type of stuff, and looking, you know, not balanced and not seated for the performance. Now we've got him sitting in to the pitch shots, and guys, he's skimming the ball when he hits it, and he's actually compressing his pitch shots now, and basically hitting shots that he wants to hit. He can hit a little soft draw with a little bit of, you know, pinky back, a little bit of soft draw, gets a nice release, or a little bit of pinky up, and we get a little shaver where it just comes in. Now this has all happened in a couple of days. Rod's just up here on holidays, but the whole point of this video, guys, is this: that there are keys, and for everybody's got a key. We've got to get a key for everybody's got a lock. We just got to get a key that we put on in everybody's lock. That's the secret. And for Rod, the key to his lock was a connection here, taking more time over the ball. I'm trying to get him to become, he's very target orientated, but I want him to become a little bit more aware of the target while he's setting up. While he's setting up, just ingest the target visually a little bit more, and that just gives you a chance to get in here, give yourself a bit of time. So here, and you go through, I can have a look, and maybe on the third time, okay, now I'm ready for my backswing. And his protocol is basically the same. So he's gone from sort of a rigmarole setup now to a very defined protocol application. And his ball striking has gone from here to there. And so guys, the whole point, the reason I wanted to do this video today is to show you that you can change your innate tempo and rhythm. You can do that. Now I'm really quick. I want to change mine. I want to have that 2019 tempo factor, which I told you guys in December that I want to get my tempo basically like Rod's, nice and soft as a tempo. It's hard for me because I've always done things quickly. He's been in a in an explosive type, athletic environment. So he has to come away from that. We've got to basically take you from being an explosive rugby player to a pool player, just a nice soft action. But the crazy thing is, guys, I don't think Rod probably feels his swing is back 20% in speed, but I can tell you, I don't see that in the ball.
No, it's only. I don't reckon
It's marginal.
It's marginal.
It's marginal, and of course we're talking about maximum application of his best shot when he nuts it. Now, if we can bring back, 80% of his shots to 90% of his capability, we call that scoring, and that's the opportunity to score. When we hear short grass stuff, we can score. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to show you that, but it was good for Rod to hit a couple of shots for us. As I say, this is a guy that comes along here. It's boiling hot today, 4 large buckets of golf balls, and if he had the time, if he could get away, it'd probably be 10 buckets. Good on you, mate.
Thanks, John.
Thanks for that.